we do this goofy little thing called Vinny Joe Trivia on Thursdays, and I was like, how cool would it be to play Paul Goldschmidt and Billy Madison Trivia? And you've been sport enough to do it. You ready to go?
Yes. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. It's Vinny Joe Trivia time.
Hey, it's Vinny Joe Trivia.
Hey, Vinny.
And now, our own Vince Marotta puts the useless knowledge portion of his brain to good use for your listening pleasure. Vinny Joe Trivia time.
All right, here we go. It is Paul Goldschmidt, America's first baseman, versus Vince Marotta, America's know-it-all. The topic is Billy Madison, the Adam Sandler classic. There will be 10 questions in 1 minute. Paul Goldschmidt will go first, then Vince will try to defeat him. Whoever gets the most right is the winner. Paul, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hang on, Jared. I got problems with my sound.
The sound.
I got to change the setting here.
He's going to dial up the whiskeys quicker on the sound.
Okay. In that case,
can we turn down the speakers and I'll just go out of earshot? Does that work?
do that. All right, Vince is now leaving the premises.
Vince takes the sound, please.
Yes, he's going to plug his ears.
How does your phone not work?
I know, it's very suspicious, right? I agree. Okay, are you ready, Paul?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. What type of business did Billy Madison's rich father own?
Real estate.
When Billy wins his father's company, who does he give it to?
Eric.
What was the name Principal Anderson's wrestling alter ego?
The Blob.
If peeing your pants is cool, consider me this jazz musician.
I can't think of it right now.
What comedian played the school bus driver?
Chris Farley.
What was the name of the children's book that Billy references when explaining the Industrial Revolution?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know.
What trivia category does Billy choose to eliminate Eric in the competition?
Business ethics.
What imaginary animal does Billy often hallucinate when drunk?
A penguin.
What was the name of the family of bullies who rule Billy's school?
O'Doyle.
What food does the creepy lunch lady serve Billy and his
The
friends?
Sloppy Joes.
Okay,
Well done.
you got
Started out slow.
Yeah, you came on
Well
hot
done,
at the end there.
Goldie.
Okay, now let me double check your score because I've often been accused of miscounting. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Paul got 6, including 4 in a row at the end there.
He was on fire.
And 5 of the last 6. So,
I don't like that score. I think 7. 7 was needed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
all right. Well, you never know.
All right.
Hopefully, Vince didn't hear anything.
I heard nothing except for my music. Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. What type of business did Billy Madison's rich father own?
Hotel.
When Billy wins his father's company, who does he give it to?
Pass.
What was the name of Principal Anderson's wrestling alter ego?
The Revolting Blob.
If peeing your pants is cool, consider me this jazz musician.
Miles Davis.
What comedian played the school bus driver?
Chris Farley.
What was the name of the children's book that Billy references when explaining the Industrial Revolution?
The Puppy Who Lost His Way.
What trivia category does Billy choose to eliminate Eric?
Business Ethics.
What imaginary animal does Billy often hallucinate when drunk?
Penguin.
What was the name of the family of bullies who rule Billy's school?
O'Doyle.
What food does the creepy lunch lady serve Billy and his friends?
Sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Once again,
8 or 9, 10.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
you missed Carl. Carl was
I couldn't
the guy,
remember
Crazy
Carl's
Carl.
name.
But you got every other answer correct.
Wow.
9 out of 10.
That was awesome.
In a really pathetic way.
And luckily for us,
Which one
Vince
did you
is
give it?
not humble.
Miles Davis, Puppy Who Lost His Way. I think I said Eric instead of Carl.
Yep. And hotels, you said real estate instead of hotels. But still pretty good, 6 out of
Very
10.
good.
And he got hot at the end there. I think if this was a 20-question quiz, Paul would have come to
The
play.
questions got easier.
How many times do you think you've seen that movie?
I said probably 20.
Yeah.
And that's not my favorite movie of all time, but it's something.
Oh, what's your
What
favorite
is your
movie
favorite
instead of a remake?
I don't want to have to do that, so I'll give you that.
He's had about enough of that.
Is it an all Sandler thing, or is it just that?
No,
one
it's
specific?
probably Old School or
Yeah.
Major League. I mean, those are my 2
Yeah.
favorites up there, so I think it kind of switches back and forth depending on what I've seen now lately.
Yeah, old school is great.
Yeah.
But the Billy Madison thing happened because it was on TV the night before, and I was kind of quoting some of those as I was reading a book talking about when you're laughing and in a good mood, then you perform better.
Yeah.
So then I did an interview. Then I had an interview scheduled the next day, and it just kind of all ran together. And that's how that kind of.
What's your favorite quote from the movie then?
I couldn't even tell you. I like all comedies. I just like having fun.
Well, Goldie, thanks for playing, man.
Thank
That
you,
was a lot of
buddy.
fun. And thanks for stopping by and talking to us. Best of luck this season.
Yeah,
Hopefully
thanks
we
for
can
having
chat
me.
again soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul
Thank you,
Goldschmidt,
Goldie.
Diamondbacks first baseman, our guest here on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM.